Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello guys, how are things? It is you. Today inshallah we are going to have the present simple tense. From the examples you can elicit the usage of the present simple tense. Let's get started. Let's have some examples first. If I ask you, saying, where does the sun rise? Where does the sun rise? Very good. The sun rises from the east. The sun rises from the east. Excellent. Can I say the sun is rising from the east? Of course not, because here we talk about a fact or a law of nature or something which is fact, general truth. So we must use the present simple tense. But pay attention, when you come to use any simple tenses, you have to make what we call subject verb agreement. The sun here is singular, so we say the sun rises. The sun rises from the east. We said it's fact or general truth or law of nature. Look at this picture. All of us know that the moon moves around the earth. It's a fact. The moon moves around the earth. Can we say the moon is moving around the earth? Of course not. Why? Because it's a fact or general truth. Very good. Imagine that you are in the kitchen with your mom and you tell her that you have in science that water boils at 100 degrees. You say, Mom, we had in science that water boils at 100 degrees. Water boils at 100 degrees. Can I say water is boiling at 100 degrees? Of course not. Why? Because it's a fact. And pay attention to subject verb agreement. So water boils at 100 degrees. Here we have some plants. What happened to them? They are what? They are dead. Very good. When do plants die? Excellent. Plants die without water. Plants die without water. Can you use F here? Can you use F? Stop the video and try to answer. Very good. So we can say if we don't water plants, they die. Can you use R? Can you use R in the sentence? Plants die without water. Can you use R? R? If plants aren't watered, they die. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. We have a boy. This boy is good. He usually helps his mom. John usually helps mom. John usually helps mom. It's John's habit to help mom. It's John's habit to help mom. So we say John usually helps mom. It's a habit or repeat action. We can say it's John's habit to help mom. Or it's a habit of John's to help mom. Or John is used to helping mom. What? What is the difference between John used to help mom and John is used to helping mom? John used to help mom. It's a past habit. He no longer helps mom. But John is used to helping mom. It's a continuous habit. He still helps his mom. Okay. Can you use accustomed to? John is accustomed to helping mom. Be accustomed to ing means it's his habit. It's his habit to do the action. Very good. Okay, if I ask you, what does your father do? What does your father do? Don't get confused. What does your father do means what's your father's job? Don't get confused. Yes. What does your father do? Stop the video and try to answer. Good. Excellently. He works as a teacher. He works as a teacher. What do you mean by saying he works as a teacher? Is it a permanent state or a temporary action? No, it's a permanent state. From your father's early graduation, and he works as a teacher, it's a permanent state, an action that lasted for a long period of time. He works as a teacher. Can I say my father is working as a teacher? Yes, but in different meaning. Mean that he is working as a teacher just these days. It's a temporary action, but here we talk about a permanent state. He works as a teacher. He is a teacher, okay? It's a permanent state or situations or activities for a long time. Okay? Yes. Let's move to another point. Okay. Do you watch E.T.? A program called E.T. in Arabic? E.T. Yeah, it's concerned with the news of the actors and actresses, the celebrities, and so on. So they say, Mona Zaki appears in a new movie and they play the role of the Minister of the Environment. Mona Zaki appears in a new movie and they play the role of the Minister of the Environment. What? Mona Zaki appears? Yes. It's a review. It's a review. We come to talk about reviews. We use the present simple tense. Mona Zaki appeared in a new movie and they played the role of the Minister of the Environment. Also, we use the present simple tense to talk about timetables. Timetables. Of course, you have a timetable inside your class that is stuck, that is put on the wall. A timetable. When we come to talk about timetables, we use the present simple tense. In America, they call it schedule. In Britain, they call it schedule. So when we come to talk about timetables for buses, for planes, for trains, for cinemas, for school subjects, any timetable, we use the present simple tense. So we say, the plane takes off at 3 a.m. tomorrow. Even with the word tomorrow, as long as you talk about a timetable, use the present simple tense. Even with the word tomorrow. Excellent, yes. Also, we use the present simple tense to talk about sports commentaries. Sports commentaries. Sports commentaries. If you are interested in football, you watch the English Premier League and watch Salah plays for Liverpool, you can hear the commentator saying, Salah received the ball, passes it to Firmino, and he scores. Goal. That's what we call sports commentaries. Sports commentaries. When we come to talk about sports commentaries, use the present simple tense, but never forget, make what we call subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. For example, let's have a note on the subject-verb agreement. I, they, we, you in a plural noun, love imperative. I play, they play, we play, you play. But he plays, she plays, it plays. Ali plays, okay? So that's what we call subject-verb agreement. The subject must agree with the verb. Let's have some spelling notes. Oh yes, these are called the ES lovers. ES lovers, you had this in primary stages. In the primary stage you had the ES lovers. If the verb ends in S, SS, SH, CH, XO, if the verb ends in one of these and the subject is singular or one of the third person singular pronouns, we add ES at the end of the verb. Like brush, brushes. He brushes his teeth every day. He washes his car every day. He passes his exams. He always passes exams. Mona goes to school. ES. Mona goes to school every day. So if the subject is one of the third person singular pronouns, he, she, or it, or any singular noun like Ali, like Adam, and the verb ends in these letters, which are S, SS, SH, CH, X, or O, so we add ES at the end of the verb, or what we call subject verb agreement. Another spelling note you must pay attention to is cry if the verb ends in Y. If the verb ends in Y after a consonant, look at the R, the verb here, cry, is Y, ends in Y, cry ends in Y after a consonant, so we change the Y into IES, so it becomes the cries. Studies, so we change the Y into IES. Why? Because it ends in Y after a consonant, so we change the Y into IES. But we have the verb play, ends in Y, but we don't change. Why? Because the Y here comes after a vowel. As long as the Y comes after a vowel, we don't change, just add S. If I ask you to stop the video and show the difference between the two sentences, number 1 and number 2. I live with my aunt. I am living with my aunt. Can you show the difference between these two sentences? Stop the video and try to think and try to answer. Excellent. I live with my aunt. It's a permanent state. Means that I permanently live with my aunt. But I am living with my aunt. It's a temporary action that's happening only these days. As if you want to say, I'm living with my aunt until I find a flat, and then I will move. So I'm living with my aunt here means I'm temporarily living with my aunt. These days only, and then I'll move to another place. Yes. Okay. Can you show the difference between the sentence number 3 and 4? Water boils at 100 degrees. Hurry up, Mom! The water in the kettle is boiling. Stop the video and try to show the difference. Excellent. Water boils at 100 degrees is a scientific fact, so it must be put in the present simple. But hurry up, Mom! The water in the kettle is boiling. As if you are standing in the kitchen with your mom and your mom is busy doing something else and the water in the kettle is boiling and it will do a catastrophe, so you warn your mom saying, hurry up, Mom, the water in the kettle is boiling. It's an action that's happening in front of your eyes, so you use the present continuous here. But water boils is a scientific fact, so we use the present simple tense. But here the water in the kettle is boiling, something that's happening in front of your eye. We have something we call the adverbs of frequency. What are the adverbs of frequency? Like sometimes, usually, always, often, never, rarely, seldom. You have these in primary stage. In the primary stage, yes, sometimes, usually, always, often, never, rarely, seldom. These adverbs of frequency can come after the helping verb and before the main verb and after to be. After helping verb, before main verb, after to be. After helping verb, before main verb, after to be. Let's show this in some examples. He usually plays tennis. Look at the word usually. Excellent. It comes before the main verb, which is play. He usually play. Can I say he plays usually tennis? No, it's incorrect English, because here the adverb of frequency comes before the main verb. Look at the second example. He doesn't usually eat outdoors. Look at the word usually. It comes after the helping verb, which is doesn't, and before the main verb, which is eat, in green, if you can see. He doesn't usually eat. Can I say he usually doesn't eat? Of course not. It's incorrect English, because the adverbs of frequency come after the helping verb and before the main verb. Also, after to be, don't forget. Look at the example. He is always punctual. The word punctual means he is always on time. He is always punctual. Can I say he always is punctual? No. Why? Because the adverbs of frequency come after to be. After to be. Also, we have once, twice a day, 3 times a day, many times a day, every morning, every summer, on Fridays. These adverbs come at the end or at the beginning of a sentence, both. Okay? However, the word daily comes at the end. Please don't put the word daily at the beginning. It's incorrect English. The word daily comes at the end. The word daily comes at the end. For example, I go for a walk daily. I can never say daily I go for a walk. No, that's incorrect English. It's a common mistake. So, I go for a walk daily. Okay. Let's recap what we had concerning the habit. It's somebody's habit too. It's a habit of somebody too. Somebody is used to ing. Somebody is in the habit of ing. Somebody is accustomed to ing. All these equals subject usually verb expressing a habit. Somebody who is in the habit of doing this action. Study these examples, my dear students. It's his habit to play golf. Equals it's a habit of him to play golf. Very good. Equals he is in the habit of playing golf. Excellent. Equals he is used to playing golf. Don't forget, it's a continuous habit. Very good. Equals he usually plays golf. Let's have some rewrite. These are the sentences that you have to answer in your notebook, please. Okay? It's with the answers, but you have to pay attention to everyone. For example, we have number 1, and then you do the rest of them by yourself. Ahmed's habit is to play tennis. Use playing. Very good. Ahmed is used to playing tennis. Or Ahmed is accustomed to playing tennis. Very good. A habit. It's a habit of Ahmed to play tennis. Very good. Very good. Use used to. Ahmed is used to playing tennis. Number 2. Mona walks to school from time to time. Use sometimes. The word from time to time means sometimes, but sometimes comes before the main verb. Never forget that. Yes, Mona sometimes or Mona occasionally walks to school. Okay? Okay. Find the mistake. We'll have number 1, 2, and 3, and you do the rest at home. Okay? My uncle is working at a doctor. Can I say my uncle is working at a doctor? No, because it's a permanent state. So we should say my uncle works as a doctor. My uncle works as a doctor. Very good. Number 2, water is boiling at 100 degrees. Can I see that? No. Why? Because it's a scientific fact. So we say water boils at 100 degrees. Sally no longer smoked. What comes after no longer must be present simple. Never forget that. So we say Sally no longer smokes. Sally no longer smokes. The other at the homework, please. Do these, stop the video and write them in your notebook and try to answer and send them on the WhatsApp group of your classroom and we correct them together. Okay? Yes. Until we meet again, thank you and goodbye.